What if I told you that the blockchain processing more transactions than Nasdaq, the one that went from $10 to $293 in just 2 years, the blockchain that crashed 96% and came back stronger, is sitting right now at 31% discount from its all-time high? Solana. PayPal uses it, Visa uses it, Stripe uses it. And right now institutional investors are launching ETFs for it. But here's the real question. How many SOL tokens do you need to hold right now to become a millionaire? Is it 100, 500, 5,000? And more importantly, can you actually afford it? The math might surprise you. The risks might scare you. But the opportunity, that's what we're here to unpack. Let's get into it. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Solana, the blockchain they call the Ethereum killer, was born in 2017. When ex-Qualcomm engineer Anatoly Yakovenko published a groundbreaking white paper. His innovation? Proof of history, a cryptographic clock that timestamps transactions before they are validated. Officially launched in March 2020, Solana went from zero to hero faster than almost any blockchain in history. Within 18 months, Sol hit a market cap of over $50 billion. The branding hook? Solana isn't just fast. It's Visa level fast. While Ethereum struggles with 15 to 30 TPS, Solana processes thousands per second at a fraction of the cost. It's built for mass adoption, it seems, not just for crypto nerds. And the tokenomics are quite interesting too. Solana launched with 500 million tokens, but here's the catch. Less than 2% went to the public. And the rest? Mostly early investors, the team, and the foundation. Sounds bad. And yeah, it kind of was. But most of those insider tokens were locked for years, so they couldn't dump immediately. Now, inflation started at 8% and it drops every year until it stabilizes around 1.5%. Half of every transaction fee gets burned, and right now about 2/3 of SOL is staked, which keeps supply tight. So while Solana's launch looked centralized, the mechanics today are built for long-term sustainability as long as network activity keeps growing. A bit about the SOL performance and network growth now. And let's talk real numbers here. In January and February 2025 alone, Solana processed $364 billion in transaction volume. That's more than half of what Nasdaq handles in the same period. Yes, you heard that correctly. Solana is being compared to Nasdaq. Now, we gotta be honest. Solana has had problems. From 2021 to 2023, the network experienced 7 major outages. Some lasted hours, others lasted a full day. The crypto community roasted them for it. But Solana hasn't had a major consensus outage since February 6, 2024. That's almost 2 years of 100% uptime during record-breaking activity. The network handled the Trump meme coin madness in January 2025 with 5 million active wallets and 0 downtime. So what changed? One word: Fire Dancer. It's a complete rewrite of Solana's validator software by Jump Crypto, built in C++ instead of Rust. As of now, there are over 200 validators running Fire Dancer, and more are upgrading. This adds client diversity and massively reduces failure risks. Now it's time for the major partnerships and integrations, because this is where Solana separates from the pack. Look at who's betting on Sol. First, PayPal added Sol to their platform, and Venmo in April 2025, plus launched PYUSD stablecoin on Solana in 2024. Next up, Visa. They expanded stablecoin settlement to Solana, supporting USDC and PYUSD. In third place, Stripe, which integrated USDC payments on Solana for instant cross-border settlements. And another one is Shopify, as they approved Solana Pay for merchant integrations. And I've saved the best for last, with BlackRock, as they launched their BUIDL tokenized fund on Solana. See, when the world's largest payment processors and asset managers choose your blockchain, that's a validation. Over 430 million PayPal accounts can now interact with Solana. What are some of the top ecosystem projects, you may wonder? Radium and Orca for DEX trading, Magic Eden for NFTs, Marinade Finance for liquid staking, Jupiter for integration. Solana's DeFi volume hit $1 trillion in 2024. And here's the kicker. 87% of all new tokens launched, globally in 2024 were on Solana. That's not a typo. 87%. Now, the elephant in the room, Solana's decentralization. So, is the chain actually decentralized? Let's be objective. Solana has over 900 validators, which sounds good, but Ethereum has over 1 million. The Nakamoto coefficient, the number of validators needed to attack the network, sits around 20 for Solana. That's decent, but not elite. And in terms of whale exposure, here's something that points to serious institutional momentum in Solana. For example, Upexi and DeFi Development Corp together hold over 3 million SOL, and other public firms such as Sol Strategies have also started building significant treasuries. This report shows that 4 public companies now control over 3.5 million SOL, worth more than $590 million, which signals large-scale institutional exposure to the network. And here comes the billion-dollar question. Is SOL a security? The SEC has not officially classified Solana as a security, so its regulatory status in the US remains unresolved. Multiple spot and futures SOL ETFs have been filed with the SEC, with some pending approval and others already live. Here's what's live in the US. We have 2 spot ETFs from Bitwise and Rex Osprey, and 2 futures ETFs from Volatility Shares. And there are several other spot and futures ETFs currently pending SEC approval, including products from ProShares, Grayscale, Voneg, and 21 Shares. Okay, let's look at something that's truly important to us: the price history and the millionaire math. Solana's price history has been absolutely wild. It went from $260 at its peak to under $10 after the FTX collapse. That's a 96% crash. But if you had bought at the bottom, you would be sitting on over 3,000% gains. That's the kind of crazy volatility we're talking about here. And now let's get to the reason you clicked this video. How many SOL would you need to become a millionaire today? SOL trades around $200 right now, so let's break it down. First, the somewhat pessimistic case. Imagine Solana climbs to $500. That's about 2.5 times where it is today. To hit $1 million at that price, you would need 2,000 SOLs, which would cost around $400,000 invested today. That's assuming it roughly matches its January 2025 all-time high and adds a bit more in the next bull cycle. Totally doable, but you would need some serious capital. Now, the base case. Solana shoots to $1,000, and that's 5 times today's price. To become a millionaire, you would only need 1,000 SOL, which is about $200,000 invested. At that point, Solana's market cap would be similar to Ethereum at its peak in 2021. And for the bull case, the dream scenario, imagine SOL hits $2,000. That's 10 times today's price. You would need just 500 SOL, which is around $100,000 invested now. That would push Solana's market cap to over $1 trillion, similar to Bitcoin at its all-time high in 2021. Ambitious? Absolutely. But is it impossible? Not if institutional adoption keeps accelerating. Here's the reality though. To become a millionaire with Solana today, you're realistically looking at needing anywhere from 500 to 2,000 SOL, which is $100,000 to $400,000 invested. That's not pocket change, and it's why this isn't casual buy a few coins and retire scenario. The good news? Even smaller positions can still make life-changing gains. Just 100 SOL at $500, that's a $50,000 profit. 50 SOL at 1,000, another 50,000. The upside is real, but volatility will test your nerves. Patience, timing, and a strong stomach are key. It's time to examine the latest institutional developments around SOL now. October 2025 was a historic month for Solana. Spot and futures ETFs went live in the US and Hong Kong, opening the floodgates to institutional capital. JP Morgan expects $1.5 billion in first-year inflows. That's serious buying power. The bottom line, ETFs aren't a magic rocket, but they are a real-world catalyst that validates Solana and brings liquidity, and that matters when the market is volatile. And here's the real impact actually. Bitcoin ETFs drove BTC from 60k to 120,000. Solana won't see that scale, but even 5 to 10 billion in new capital could push SOL past $300 easily. The infrastructure is ready, the capital is coming, the The question is just timing. Look, as a conclusion, I'm bullish on Solana's tech. The speed is real, the partnerships are real, the ecosystem is thriving, but becoming a millionaire requires either heavy capital, $100,000 to $400,000 invested now, B, perfect timing, meaning buying bear market lows, C, patience, which is a 3 to 5 year hold minimum, and D, risk tolerance, because volatility will test you. Alright folks, if you found value in this breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe for more data-driven crypto analysis here at airdrops.com. I'm Stan, thanks for watching, see ya.